up, they will find their way north and they'll find their way in our waters when it's warmer over the summer. Now, Cownose rays get their name from being the front of their face, those two bumps, makes them look like the cow's nose when they open up their flaps. They are about 5 feet when they're fully grown and about 4 feet in wingspan from tip to tip, 5 feet long. They don't have teeth, they have what are called grinding plates. These are plates that they use, they're kind of like sandpaper, that open up crustaceans, clams, mussels, and things of those form. And that way they're able to eat those clams once they crack them open. They suck out the meat, grind them up a little more with those grinding plates, and then they have a nice juicy clam or crab to eat. Now, if you look at the front of a stingray, especially the Cownose, you'll see 2 flaps. Those 2 flaps right by their front are what they use to search in the sand for those fish, crabs, crustaceans, and things like that in order to eat them. You'll see that there are 2 different colors. They're white and they're brown. As they get older, they'll eventually get that browner color because they start going deeper into the water. And that's because of what's called two-tone coloration. As a stingray is swimming across the ocean, when anyone's ever below him, they can look up, they'll see that white stomach. And that white stomach versus the white sun that's coming in through the water actually makes them blend in and no one can see them. A shark will not understand where the stingray is when he tries to eat them. And just like as they get older and they turn into that dark brown, when you're looking down from the surface of the water into it, you'll see that nice dark background against the nice dark ocean, or the nice dark bottom of the ocean, the brownish color from where they are. And again, you can't really see them, so they're blending in and they're camouflaging themselves, hiding from predators, hiding from prey. Now they do have a stinger that makes them a stingray. Those stingers are about 6 inches long, and they are barb-lined and filled with a venom. The venom is basically just like a rattlesnake where you would have to get an anti-venom for it. Very few people have ever died from it, and here at the Long Island Aquarium, we have that stinger clipped off for your own safety, and it's just like a fingernail. It grows back every 6 to 9 months, and we have to clip it down again. Now you can see right behind their eyes, there are 2 little openings. Those are called spiracles. That's how they suck in water and push them over their gills. Their gills are actually found underneath their bodies. If you ever flip one over, you'll see right by their mouth. Let me see if I can get someone to come up. Come here, buddy. You love me, don't you? They have 6 gills that are on their body. All 6 of them are underneath. No one wants to come over today. It's kind of how this usually works out. And right underneath their... No, you're going to splash me.
Oh, there's one.
Yeah. Can't get them. But right underneath them, they also have their mouth as well. He's going to come up. Come up.
Oh.
So you can see... Of course, it didn't turn for the camera. You can see right under them is their gills, right next to their mouth. Their mouth kind of makes them look like they're smiling. It's pretty neat to look at. They look like they're happy all the time. What else about them? That tail is not used for defense or anything. It's just a steering guide. Yeah. That's all I got.
Okay.
Where can we find Cownose rays in the world?
On like the coast of North America and like on the coast of like Europe, right? Is that true? And on the coast of a little bit of Africa, am I correct?
Other side of the
Brazil.
world.
Okay. No, they have the plates that like crush to like get inside of the like clams and stuff. Yeah.
And lastly, how big do these guys get when they're fully grown?
5 feet.
It'd be about 5 feet, and it's 4 to 3 for their wingspan.
Okay.
Well, thank you very much. And what's your name?
My name is Sean. I'm one of the educators here at the aquarium. We're a whole bunch of teams where we learn about all the animals, and we're here to educate you guys, teach you about...
Well, thank you, Sean.
Oh, you're quite welcome.
Appreciate it.
Good luck on your project.
You're going to be
Thank
famous in your project. What is the coloring all about on a stingray?
Well, in
Stingray.
a Cownose Ray, the older they get, the darker they get. And they're usually, as you can see here, gray on the top, but when they turn around, they're more of a whitish color or a yellowish color. Next question. Okay, what? Dr. Singer.
Oh, Madison, I'm a little bit concerned when I go in there and pet the stingrays because I've heard they have a tail that can give you quite a sting.
Well, none of the stingrays, like Cownose rays, have ever given anyone like death, but they have like a venom inside of them. But here at the Long Island Aquarium, they flip the stingers like every 6 to 9 months because they grow back eventually. And then the next question is,
And I was just curious here at the Long Island Aquarium, how do stingrays eat? Like, what do they like to eat?
well, the
And
stingrays.
being that they have no teeth, how does that work?
Well, the stingrays have dental plates, which essentially crush their food, which is usually hard-shelled organisms, such as clams, and they like grind them, and then they eat the actual meat of it. And when they eat, they have a special defense mechanism so that sharks don't see them because they're their predators. So when they open their mouth, the sun glare hits it, and you can essentially can't even see them. They're camouflaged.
Oh my gosh, that's very good information. I've learned quite a bit here at the Long Island Aquarium from Madison and her friend Sean.
My face above the water,